gentlemen, please note that there are flowers available right near the foot of the coffin. Please feel free to take some. Thank you. your attention. Thank you. Can we please observe silence and remember that we are at a funeral to pay respects to the late Hemkuvar? Can we please focus on the bhajans? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you take your seats because we're going to begin the ceremony in about 5 minutes' time. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. We will now begin with the program for today. I have requested that the ushers ask our guests to just wait outside for about 5 minutes so that the family and everybody here is able to focus and be part of this moment. We can wait for these ladies to be seated. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. My name is Sheila Raghavji. I am the daughter of Manu and Vanita Raghavji from Pietermaritzburg. Manu was Hemi Faye's baby brother. It gives me great honor and privilege today to stand before you on behalf of the Mohan Raghavji family of Durban, South Africa, to pay tribute to our Hemi band. As our esteemed priest Padma Ben will explain, I'm sure, when Hemi Faye passed yesterday, it was Vaikuntha Chaturdashi, and this is the day when Lord Shiva gave Vishnu the Sudarshan Chakra. What an auspicious day Hemi Faye chose to leave this earth. And today, I'm not going to focus more on it, but my Masi, I'm sure, will talk about it in depth. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is day of Diwali. I cannot think of a more auspicious day to have her send off. Hemi Ben was born on the 24th of July, 1941. She was born in Beecher Street, Durban. She was the 5th eldest child of the Mohan Raghavji family, a family of 8 siblings. She lost both her parents at the age of 5 and 10, respectively. As a young girl, she learned the meaning of responsibility and bravery. She became very talented in the kitchen with cooking, grinding masalas, and making pickles. She became a mother figure and raised my father and Kantifoy when they were little as her elder siblings, as she was the only elder in the family at the time. The rest of the siblings were either employed or married and had left the country. During her 50-year marriage to Uncle Amin, she blossomed into a devoted wife and mum to 2 sons, of whom she was immensely proud, namely Naresh and Mukesh. She often boasted about how much they would demand her attention and time, and that she never knew who was fetching her, when, and how long she was going to be at either son's house. She was also enormously proud of all her grandchildren. Hemi Faye was an enthusiastic community member. She was part of the Navratri Gandhi Hall Women's Group, wherein she actively participated in preparations, setting off the stage, and the making of prasad under the leadership of Papa and the guidance from his wife. In her latter years, Hemi Faye developed a real passion for music and dancing. And many a friend of hers seated here today, mainly in the front row, will confirm her high spirits and sense of adventure during the many bus tours to Sun City and Wild Coast. She was often the one standing in the bus, Dora in one hand while she sang along to a Bollywood tune. Hemkuvar shared a unique bond with all her siblings. She had the utmost respect for her two elder sisters from London and Leicester. She also adored her three brothers with a maternal love that made sure she checked on them at the shop as often as she could, or tie Rakis for them year on year without fail. Her bond with my father was so gentle and protective, as she still saw him as her baby brother. But Hemkuvar's bestie, without a doubt, was her younger sister Kantu. Their bond was forged through mutual grief, survival, trauma, healing, and endurance. They shared many fond memories together. Hemkuvar and Keife were privileged to travel to India and London together. In 2013, they both stayed with their niece, Jayshree Putney, who spoiled them with tons of love and exciting sightseeing visits to London and all our relatives there. I take this moment, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge with sadness the passing away of our beloved Jayshree on Saturday, 1st November 2025. May her sweet soul attain moksha. During that London trip in 2013, a vivid memory Kantefe recalls is when they were all on the tube together. And Hemkuvar was scared to jump off the London Underground. So, to prevent her from being left in the train carriage as the doors closed and the train was taking off, Kantefe tied a string to Hemkuvar's handbag and pulled her off the train whenever the doors opened at the stop. I can only imagine Hemkuvar's reactions as being pulled along. As a family member, our memories of her will always be her stays in Effingham at Mohan Nivas, where she gave my kakis and kaka her love and time. She used to be at every puja we had, be it to read Path, sing bhajans, assist with katha, niveds and havans. As we walked up those stairs in Jane Road, hers was always that familiar voice sitting on the sofa as we walked in, where we were greeted with this huge, tight hug and sweet smile. I end with a song. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very sentimental, very special song that's very close to Hemkuvar and Kantefe's heart. Because in their early teenage years, while sitting in their yard in Victoria Street, in the flats, to comfort themselves and to hope for better days ahead, they used to listen to the song, and perhaps you know it. So in honor of our Feba and our beloved special Hemkuvar, I will now play the song, whereafter, during which the ushers can allow guests to come through. It's from the movie Beju Bawa. Does everybody know this movie? A 1952 Hindi classic. And I just want to translate it. I'm positive everybody here is fluent in Hindi, except me. And it says, "We must keep the love we share together forever, and let nothing keep us apart. And whenever you think of me, play this song. Hemkuvar, we will always love you and remember you. Jai Shri Krishna Feba." Ladies and gentlemen, I now call upon Uday and Krishika to say a few words as Hemifa's grandchildren.
Today we celebrate the life of our wonderful Ba, a woman whose love, laughter and creativity touched every one of us. Ba had a special gift for making things with her hands, whether it was sewing, crocheting or baking. Everything she made carried a little bit of her heart. One of our favorite memories is the Mickey Mouse quilt that she made for Uday. That blanket didn't just keep us warm, it carried her love through generations, passed down from Uday to me to Jessica, and then to her great-grandchildren. It's such a beautiful reminder of how Ba's care and creativity continue to wrap around our family. She loved her family and her friends deeply. She loved a good party just as much. Ba could fill a room with joy and laughter, and her energy made every gathering feel special. Her biscuits were legendary, especially during COVID, when she came home and filled the house with that familiar smell of baking. She didn't just make them for us. She shared her recipe and her secret methods, passing down her tradition with patience and pride. In her later years, Ba found a new passion in crocheting, and true to her nature, she never made anything or something just for herself. She always made something for us. Every stitch was her way of saying, I love you. And of course, Ba believed she was the one who taught us all how to drive. For me, it was in her old blue Toyota Corolla with no power steering. We just let her believe it, and to pay her back, we had to take her out for ice cream every now and again. Ba was always so much fun to tease or wind up, but she never backed down. She always gave as good as she got. That fiery spirit of hers kept us all on our toes and made every moment with her unforgettable. Ba, thank you for everything you gave us. The warmth, the laughter, the lessons, and the love will always stay with us. We miss you dearly, but your spirit will always be woven into the fabric of our family, just like that Mickey Mouse quilt that started it all. Om Shanti Om.
Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai. Today we gather here not only to mourn the loss of our beloved Ba, but to celebrate her life, a beautiful life, a life filled with love, resilience, laughter, and so many precious memories that will stay with us forever. Ba's life wasn't always easy. She faced many challenges, but she met every one of them with courage, grace, and unwavering faith. She raised 2 sons on her own, and she did it with the strength that can only come from deep love and devotion. Her family was everything to her. Every decision she made, every sacrifice, it was for all of them and all of us. Ba had a warmth about her that drew people in. She had a big heart and a gentle spirit, always checking in, always caring. She would phone us just to ask, how are you and what did you eat? And whilst that might have been like quite a simple question, for her it meant everything. Knowing that we were okay and that we had eaten, that we were happy, that gave her immense satisfaction. It was her way of loving us, of making sure that we always felt cared for. I was lucky enough to spend so much of time with her growing up. Wherever Ba went, I went. Whether we were visiting family or friends, I was always by her side. You could almost say I was her third son. Some of my fondest memories are going to J Road in Effingham, which Sheena alluded to earlier on, and to Maggie Bar's place in Prince Edward Street. And as Sheena was talking, I recalled another memory where we did go to her brother's shop quite often in town. I think it was in Grey Street. And when we visited Jane Road and Maggie Bar's place in Prince Edward Street, we would always be welcomed with smiles, laughter, and delicious food. These moments, or those moments, were full of love and community, two things that meant so much to her. Bar had an active and joyful spirit. She loved playing squash, spending time at the workshop gym, and enjoying weekends with me at the beach. She really did teach me how to drive Krish, although not in the same car as yours. Mine was a Mercedes. I'll never forget those Saturday evenings when she'd fetch me from Scouts without fail, and those drives together became our little tradition. When I wasn't feeling well, she always knew what to do. Out came her famous Hadar Varigud, a golden milk, made with love and care. Somehow, it always made everything better. Bar loved cooking and baking, and she had a special magic in the kitchen. Her biscuits were unforgettable. No one could ever match the taste of hers. And I don't know if we even have those recipes today. I hope that somebody in the family carries on with that legacy. Every Diwali, she would look forward to hosting the family. It was really the highlight of the year, preparing the signature meal of beans and roti, filling her home with laughter, smell of food, and her warm hospitality. Those gatherings captured who she truly was, loving, generous, and happiest when surrounded by her family. She also found a great place in her spirituality, again as Sheena alluded to. I loved attending satsangs and listening to Srinathji's bhajans. Hopefully we can sing Maragatima for you at some point. You could see how deeply connected she felt, sitting quietly, eyes closed, soaking in the devotion and music. It brought her calm and joy. But Ba also had a fun, playful side. She loved cards. Playing rummy with us would light her up. She'd laugh, tease, and take such pride when she won a hand. And even when she didn't, she enjoyed every moment with us and her friends. Those games were full of love and laughter. They brought our family even closer together. In her later years, before dementia diagnosis, she continued to enjoy the simple pleasures, ice cream outings that made her beam like a child, trips to Suncoast Casino, where she cheered the slot machines and spent time with her friends in the Ashik Ladies group, which consisted of Ansu, Chips, Kay, and of course my bar. Sharing stories and laughter was obviously part of that, spending time with those friends. She also looked forward to the spa walk every year, a small tradition that gave her so much of joy and purpose. Bar was more than a grandmother. She was a guide, a source of comfort, and a constant reminder of what love, true love looks like. She lived fully, cared deeply, and gave endlessly. Her journey had its challenges, but she never lost her kindness or her love for life. Even through the difficult times, her spirit stayed gentle, her smile warm, and her heart open. Today, as we say goodbye, we hold on to all these those memories, the drives, the laughter, the beach days, the rummy games, the endless phone calls we'll miss dearly, the Diwali dinners, and the biscuits that filled our home with love. Well, thank you for every moment, every meal, every hug, and every did you eat. You gave us love in its purest form, steady, selfless, and unconditional. You'll forever live in our hearts and our stories. May your soul rest in peace, and may your spirit continue to bless and guide us. ભગવાન તમને ઇજ્જત કરી આપે અને તમારો આશીર્વાદ અમારા પર હંમેશા રહેશે. બા, તમે હંમેશા અમારા માં જીવતા રહેશો. જય અંબે.
I call upon Anita.
Namaste, Jai Ambe, Jai Krishna. Today we gather to celebrate the life of our beautiful grandmother who had the sweetest smile, our Ba. Ba was an incredible mother, grandmother, wife, great-grandmother, sister, friend, and chef. She was the root of our family. Ba wasn't a regular gran, she was a cool gran. The kind of gran you could sit with and share a drink with, trust with our secrets, play cards with, and have a little party or dance with. She was elegant, fun, and full of life. Ba always made sure we were fed with the yummiest snacks. Ba, we know life wasn't always easy for you. You lost your parents when you were still young and raised your 2 sons as a maternal and paternal figure. But you did it with so much strength, grace, resilience, and kindness. No matter what life threw at you, you faced it with dignity and courage. And for that, we truly admire you. We are so proud of you. One of my last memories with Bob was in the hospital a few weeks ago. She was tired and feeling weak, but when I asked if we could play catch with the ball to get her moving, without hesitation, she said yes. Ba gathered every bit of strength she had just to make me smile and to share that moment with me. That moment sums up who she was, always showing up for the people she loved, even when she wasn't feeling her best. Ba, thank you for raising our dad into such an amazing father and husband. We are eternally grateful to you. Dad is also so thankful for the beautiful final moments he had with you, and that he saw you go peacefully. Thank you for everything you taught us, for showing us what real strength looks like, for teaching us perseverance and independence, and for showing us how to serve others with kindness, humility, and unconditional love. And for teaching us to always have fun and celebrate life. We'll carry your lessons and your love with us always. You'll live in our hearts, in our stories, and in every glass we raise. Here's to you, Ba, our cool, classy, and beautiful gran. We love and miss you. May your soul find moksha. Thank you, Namaste.
It's now, thank you, grandchildren, for those beautiful tributes. It's testimony to the type of grandmother Hemkuvar was, is, and always will be. I now would like to give a quick vote of thanks, whereafter Padmamasi will take over. On behalf of Naresh, Mukesh, and the immediate family, we would like to thank Life Intervening Hospital and staff, Dr. Governor, Dr. Mudli, ICU and High Care Sister Rabia and her team, the caregivers that attended to Hemkuvar, the Asheville Team Care staff, and in particular Lisha, and of course, last but not least, Yasha, I believe you're with us, thank you. And last but not least, all friends and family that are present here in person and who've taken time to link in on our YouTube link. We're connecting with you. We thank you for your love and support, your well wishes, and to whoever has messaged the immediate family. And if we haven't had a chance to respond, please bear with us. We will do so in the next few days. An announcement via WhatsApp or social media will be made regarding bhajans. They will be hybrid online, wherein people can join via a link, and we will notify everybody of that accordingly. Thank you for your presence, ladies and gentlemen. I now leave it to Papa Masi to take over. Thank you.
Namaste. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Namah Prachodayatu. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Namah Prachodayatu. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Namah Prachodayat. Om પાપોના નાશને માટે નમો વિષ્ણુ સદા સદા ઉદ્ધાર સર્વ પિતૃઓ મને પણ નાશ આપજો. પિતા પિતા મહાદી ને માતા મહાદી સર્વજે ગુરુ સ્વસુર પક્ષે જે વળી મુજને બાંધવો સર્વના પાપ બાળી દો. સર્વને ટાંચો પ્રભુ સમસ્ત કુળ સર્વને વૈકુંઠે વસાવજો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. જીવન વન અતિ વેગે વટાવ્યું. જીવન વન અતિ વેગે વટાવ્યું. દ્વાર ઉભો શિશુ ગોળ દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. તિમિર ગયું ને જ્યોતિ પ્રકાશ્યો. તિમિર ગયું ને જ્યોતિ પ્રકાશ્યો. શિશુને ઉરમાલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. નામ મધુરતમ રત્યો નિરંતર. નામ મધુરતમ રત્યો નિરંતર. શિશુ સહ પ્રેમે બોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. દિવ્ય તૃષાતુર આવ્યો બાળક. દિવ્ય તૃષાતુર આવ્યો બાળક. પ્રેમે હમી રસ ઢોળો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. પેલા આત્માને મન હૃદયથી આપજે શાંતિ પૂરી. બધી રીતે તેનું પ્રભુ કરાવજે સર્વ કલ્યાણ શ્રીજી. બધા જીવો સાથે ગત જીવનમાં જે થયેલો સંબંધ કરાવી દો એને સાવ તરફથી સાવ નિશ્ચિત મુક્ત. પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા. પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા. શાંતિ દેજો જન્મના ફેરા ટાળજો જન્મના ફેરા ટાળજો મુક્તિ દેજો હે પરમાત્મા મુક્તિ દેજો હે પરમાત્મા લક્ષ 84 ના ફેરા ટાળજો લક્ષ 84 ના ફેરા ટાળજો સદગતિ દેજો હે પરમાત્મા મોક્ષ ગતિ દેજો હે પરમાત્મા પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા શાંતિ દેજો હે પરમાત્મા શાંતિ દેજો હે પરમાત્મા ઓમ દ્યૌ શાંતિ અંતરિક્ષ શાંતિ પૃથ્વી શાંતિ રાપા શાંતિ ઓષધયઃ શાંતિ વનસ્પતયઃ શાંતિ વિશ્વે દેવા શાંતિ બ્રહ્મ શાંતિ સર્વગૌ શાંતિ શાંતિરેવ શાંતિ શ્યામા શાંતિરેવિ ઓમ શાંતિ શાંતિ શાંતિ
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the ceremonies now. So if there's anybody left who hasn't paid their respects, please do so now. Whereafter the family members, you may now proceed to say your final goodbyes. Place your roses. Thank you.
Krishna Sharanam